Welcome to the Nordic Venture Show, your speed date with the hottest Nordic innovations and ventures. In this episode, our venture date is with Comparables.ai, AI for company data and market intelligence.
Welcome to this deep dive. We've got some interesting sources shared by listeners about an AI platform called Comparables.ai.
That's right. It's all about company and market intelligence using AI.
Yeah, and our mission today is basically to unpack what it offers. Why might it be useful for someone needing to get up to speed quickly in, say, M&A or just general business analysis?
Exactly. And we know folks listening have different technical backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
So the interesting part is how this platform tries to make info gathering easier, supposedly without being overwhelming.
Okay. And what sources are we actually working with here?
Well, we've got bits from their website explaining their solutions, then some blog posts talking about their growth and features, and also a description of their product tour. So it gives a pretty decent picture, I think.
Good. So let's dive in. The core problem they're trying to solve, it feels very familiar, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Anyone who's done M&A research or market analysis knows the pain.
Right. Finding relevant companies, wading through data. It's just so time-consuming. Using those generic industry codes, endless Google searches. Yeah.
It really is. The traditional way, finding comparables for deals or benchmarking, it's often, well, manual and, frankly, a bit hit or miss sometimes.
You can definitely miss things using those broad categories.
For sure. You overlook the important details, the nuances.
And that's where Comparables.ai comes in, positioning itself as this AI alternative.
Yeah, promising to find more relevant companies and do it much faster.
I saw some big numbers mentioned, finding over 110% more relevant companies and doing the analysis 20 times faster.
Those are bold claims. And a key part seems to be getting access to what they call hard-to-source data.
Okay. Like what specifically?
Well, think beyond just the surface stuff. Detailed financials, especially for private companies, complex ownership structures, who really owns who? That's often the tough part.
Right. That is hard to dig up. So this platform aims to make that easier.
That seems to be a core part of their pitch, yeah. Bridging that information gap.
Okay, so how does it actually work? Let's get into the features. The sources mention M&A screening, benchmarking, valuation, market analysis.
Yeah, several use cases. And they seem to rely on a few core AI capabilities.
Like AI insights. What's that about?
Right, AI insights. It seems like the AI scans, well, millions of websites apparently.
Millions, wow.
Yeah, to pull out information on products, services, business models, customer types, market segments, even M&A stuff.
So it's doing that initial legwork for you, the heavy lifting.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Saving you hours of manual searching and reading. That's the idea.
Okay, it makes sense. Like a super fast research assistant. Then there's AI column. How's that different?
AI column seems more targeted, like
Right.
you've already got a list of companies maybe from an initial search.
Right.
And you want to ask specific questions about that list, like what are the main products for these 5 companies? Or what's their business model?
I see. So it's for refining a list you already have, getting specific insights on that group.
Exactly. Tailored insights for, data-driven decisions on your specific focus group.
And then AI Analyst. That sounds even more advanced.
It does. The description mentions asking sort of more complex, maybe multi-part questions about a short list.
Using powerful reasoning is the phrase they used, I think.
Yeah, suggesting it goes beyond just pulling data points. It's meant to analyze and synthesize information, to answer specific criteria you set.
That could really shift how analysts spend their time, couldn't it?
Potentially, yeah. If the AI handles more of the initial analysis and interpretation,
Then the human analyst can focus more on the strategy, the bigger picture implications.
that's the potential advantage, especially for something critical like an acquisition decision.
Okay, and one more feature, AI relevancy. This sounds important for just cutting through the noise.
Definitely. It tells you why a company showed up in your search results based on your criteria.
So you're not just looking at a long list wondering, why is this company here?
Exactly. It helps you quickly see the connection, or lack thereof, and focus on the truly relevant matches faster, filtering out the noise.
That sounds incredibly useful for efficiency. No more wading through vaguely related companies.
It addresses that information overload problem directly, cuts down screening time, lets you focus on the best prospects sooner.
Now, all this AI stuff is only as good as the data it sits on, right? And they make some pretty huge claims about their data.
They do. Largest global data set, over 360 million active companies. 99% global coverage claimed.
Those are massive numbers. Do they break that down at all?
Yeah, they give some regional numbers, like over 79 million for the US and Canada, 85 million in Europe.
Asia Pacific.
That's the biggest chunk, apparently, 146 million plus. So yeah, it suggests very wide coverage.
Which would be crucial if you're looking internationally.
Absolutely. And it's not just the number of companies, but the depth of info.
Right. They mention where the data comes from, top providers, registries, public sources.
And they stress having private company financials. That's often a black box.
Definitely. Plus, detailed ownership structures, who the ultimate owner is, subsidiaries.
Yeah, and the usual stuff like business descriptions, exec teams, founding year. Plus, they say they update trading multiples daily.
So financial data is kept current. That's key for valuation work.
Very key. The private financials and the ownership details really stand out as potential differentiators compared to some traditional tools.
Speaking of traditional tools, they actually do a direct comparison on their site.
They do. They hit on things like search speed, that 20x faster claim again, versus slow manual processes.
And the coverage difference, 360 million versus limited. Public and private versus limited. 99% global versus limited.
It's a clear pitch.
Yeah.
Broader, deeper, faster, more global.
What about the actual data points?
They highlight detailed financials, ownership structures, M&A activity saying yes for them, and limited or no for traditional solutions. Even business descriptions are listed as an advantage.
So the contrast they're painting is pretty stark. AI enhanced and comprehensive versus manual and limited.
It really frames it as a leap forward, leveraging AI for efficiency and depth that wasn't possible before.
Okay, claims are one thing, but what about real-world results? Do we have feedback from actual users?
We do. There's a testimonial from Andreas Anderberg, a partner at IM Sweden.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He said it revolutionized their approach. Big-time savings, more comprehensive data.
Did he give any specifics? Numbers?
Yes, actually. Claimed 10.5x faster screening, 66% cost savings, and finding 50% more relevant results.
Wow, 66% cost saving and 50% more results. Those are significant figures.
Very. He called it a cornerstone tool for them, which says a lot about its practical value in a firm like that. Finding 50% more results could open up whole new avenues, couldn't it?
Absolutely. New potential targets, better market understanding, any other user feedback.
There's Ilan Glaubert, CEO of SoValue. He mentioned more than doubling their list of relevant companies compared to conventional tools.
Doubling. So, again, suggesting the AI finds things traditional methods miss.
Seems like it. And Nathan Sutton from Tangible Markets highlighted getting the fullest database globally, private and public, with financials available.
So the user feedback seems to back up the claims about data breadth and relevance.
It provides some real-world validation, yeah.
Yeah.
Shows tangible benefits people are seeing.
And beyond individual users, what about the company itself? Comparables.ai, any milestones or recognition?
Yeah, the blog excerpts mention a few things. Hitting that world's largest company database claim again.
Okay.
Reaching over 40,000 professionals using it across 8,000 organizations by their count. Though one source also mentioned 20,000 registered users, so maybe different metrics or timing there.
Okay. Any awards?
Yep. Won the Nordic FinTech Award in 2023. Got recognition from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, named a rising Finnish AI startup by Seed Table.
So they're getting noticed in the industry.
Seems so. And they mentioned releasing that AI Insights feature back in early 2023, showing ongoing development.
Right. Okay, one last practical point. Access. How do people actually use this? Is it free, paid?
They have both. A free version and then premium subscription tiers.
And the difference is?
Pretty significant based on the description. The premium unlocks much more. More search results, more filters, all those AI features we talked about.
AI Insights, AI Column, AI Analyst.
Right. Plus the detailed company info, financials, executive lists, ownership structures, contact data, automated analytics, custom exports.
So the free version is likely more of a taster, and the real power is in the paid subscription.
That's usually how it works, yeah. The premium is clearly aimed at professionals needing the full toolkit.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. The main takeaway here feels like Comparables.ai is positioning itself as a really powerful AI-driven tool, designed to seriously speed up and improve how people do company and market research.
Yeah, that's the core message, offering this huge data set combined with intelligent features to help people get smarter, faster in complex business landscapes.
It seems potentially very valuable for staying informed, especially in competitive fields like M&A.
Absolutely. And it makes you think, doesn't it? With the crazy amount of business data out there today. Well, it poses a question for everyone listening. How might Tools like this, these AI-powered platforms, fundamentally change how you approach research and make decisions in your specific line of work.
That's a great question to ponder. It definitely feels like AI is moving beyond just hype in this space.
It suggests a real shift towards AI augmenting what professionals do, unlocking efficiency, maybe even new kinds of insights.
Definitely food for thought. So if this sounds interesting, maybe check out Comparables.ai, see if it fits your needs, and consider how these kinds of tools might change your workflow.
It's certainly a glimpse into where business intelligence seems to be heading, AI playing a much bigger role.
Indeed, a fascinating look at the evolving landscape.
Thanks for listening to the Nordic Venture Show. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more stories of innovation from the Nordics.